Hey guys, MATCO Toby here with another new product review for you. Today I'm going to be kind of excited to show you and give a little bit more in-depth rundown on our new updated MDMAXLITE 2.0. And just like the previous versions, it has the same general operating software. I'll get a little bit more in-depth into it. But this thing has now doubled the memory and added some other specialty functions and resets over the last model. So you've gained quite a few resets like you'd have on your full bidirectional scan tools. So that's good. And the big thing now is when you run a health report with this tool, just like a full-size scan tool, it's going to scan every single module under the CAN-FD, DOID, CAN bus systems. So you're going to be able to gain the access to check codes and clear codes on all these miscellaneous like body control modules and door modules and steering modules and things that you wouldn't normally even see on a data streaming code reader. But you do get that on here. And then also your main engine, transmission, ABS, and airbag modules, you're going to be able to pull codes, clear codes, but then actually get into those modules and monitor the live data. And what's really cool with this thing is the data points you can monitor on that are identical to what you can do on our Max 5 scan tool, our top of the line scan tool with full bidirectional control. But you can get in here and still look at those exact same data points and graph everything identically. It literally looks like the same screen as the Max 5 and our Max Flex and our Max Plus. The full line of our scan tools all have the same general operating software. These ones are just limited in this manner where you're not getting the bidirectional control right away. So for what most guys are going to do, this thing is going to be an absolutely great tool. You're going to be having this in your shop and being able to plug in and pull codes, clear codes, and monitor data. That's what most people are going to do with the scan tool. Now, when it comes time to getting into actuations, that would be maybe you want to kill a fuel injector or run like a power balance test on a Ford, which is a specialty Ford function, or run a window up or down. Those are all the bidirectional controls that make a scan tool a scan tool. And this is a data streaming code reader. However, if you have a vehicle and you want to run a window up or down or kill an injector, say you're working on Ford, you could go under the Ford software and elect to purchase that Ford software for $22 for 30 days. And you can kind of expand that if you want to like always work on Fords and lock in that Ford software. You can lock in, I think, for 3 months, 6 months, or a year and keep lowering the monthly cost on that. But for what we're talking about today, we're just going to say $22 gets you 30 days of coverage on Ford or whichever manufacturer you select. Purchase the software via a credit card or debit card in the screen here. You go under the update tab, a Ford software update will be sitting there. You perform that update, and now when you go in to do that VIN scan on a vehicle, it's going to do that same full VIN scan on all modules, but now you're going to gain full access to every single module. And then when you get into that PCM or any of the other modules, instead of it just being able to read fault codes, clear fault codes, and perform data streaming, now you're also going to gain actuation tests, specialty functions, and programming. So the actuation test, that's going to be where you're going to be able to kill your injectors, and the specialty functions on Ford, that's where you'd find that power balance test. And that's all the same exact operation as a full-size scan tool. I can't stress how awesome that is, right? You're going to have this thing in a shop, use this as a perfectly capable, handy tool to have to plug into most things, and then you take this thing home on the weekends, and you got a buddy with a Chevy pickup truck that is having some problems and he wants you to connect to it. Well, charge buddy the $22 and fully unlock the GM software for 30 days, and you can get in and do everything you'd expect to be able to do with a full scan tool on this little device. So I can't stress how awesome that is for the money. These are on sale right now on the front cover of our current sales flyer, and I'm going to actually tote them next week. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit better look. So I say all that, and then on top of the just automotive coverage that we have, which is immense, we actually have full BMW, Harley Davidson, Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, all the motorcycle coverage, and you get that at no charge. The same thing, being able to read and clear fault codes and monitor data. If you want the actuation tests or specialty functions to command things on those things, you do need the cable to connect to whatever motorcycle that is. And then you need to purchase the software, just the same. The $22, I believe it is, on the motorcycles, just the same. So it's just an incredible value for what that thing is. I'm pretty stoked to always have these. I've had so many people fall in love with these tools, and having the bigger processing speed and memory that this one has been absolutely awesome. So if you have questions, as I always say, reach out to me in the comments. Otherwise, touch base with your local distributor if they happen to have any of these that they decided to pre-order in. I'm sure they'd be happy to give you a rundown. We have a new preview function on this tool, so we can kind of get into it and give you a little walk around on them, as I'm trying to do a little bit today. So that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll catch you guys on the next review. Thanks.